this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert going to try and run. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert rolling to his left. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He's going to keep this again. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Short little throw to Ebron. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Here we go.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Eckler to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert off of play action. This is swung out to Eckler. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in this.
Herbert has it knocked free.
But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. Texans 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground and picked up by the Chargers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jonathan Grenard, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, anytime you send your kicker out to try a long one, you got to figure that the defense, they're on guard for something like that.
Oh, I like the way that you're thinking because that's exactly what defenses practice when they put their special teams out there. Long field goals.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. On the move to his left. He finds his target, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 1. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first down, it's Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep here for Ebron. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally bring it down, but he reaches the 16.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these 2 teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action here on first down. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
that was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now it brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Out to his left. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. He'll drop to throw. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running with power here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these are
touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 24-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. To throw again on second down. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Ebron caught left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw again. This complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Jones. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans get a bit closer. Once again, the Texans will try for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills?
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Herbert rolling to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up near the 34. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So, for the Chargers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
it.